Here's hoping you both cop and rock this weekend. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and this is the Week in Sneaks. Welcome to the show. Lots of good news this week, but let's get things started off with Jordan Brand. Of course, this weekend the Fear Pack will be releasing, but next weekend we will see the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red hitting retail shelves. The leather on these look great, and the icy sole complements the red and black accents very well. For you history buffs out there, Mike rocked these for parts of the 89-90 season when he averaged 33 points, almost 3 rebounds, and at least 6 assists per game. You can look forward to these hitting retailers on August 31st for $160. And speaking of Jordan Brand, here is a little business side information or fun facts for those of you that are actually interested in the business side of the footwear industry. And this information comes courtesy of Matt SOS on Twitter, who, if you're not following, you should. If Jordan Brand was a standalone company, it would be second in the US behind Nike. Last year, they had retail sales of $2.5 billion. Now, 40% of that $2.5 billion comes from the sale of Jordan Retro product, which means that 60% of Jordan Brand sales, or $1.5 billion, comes from non-retro product. Hopefully this puts an end to all those arguments that retros are the only thing that Jordan Brand sells. Stepping outside of Beaverton, one of my favorite retro brands, Adidas Originals, unveiled a few noteworthy items this week themselves. First is the TXZ Runner AMR and the TS Lite AMR. Now both of these are throwback to the 90s and feature Baroque and animal style prints together with bright pops of color. The Runner is going to be $120 and the Lite is going to be $160. Both pairs will launch at Adidas Original stores on August 31st. Originals also announced a pre-sale for the Big Sean Pro Model 2. You do have to sign up early to buy them, but there is a link down in the description if you choose to do so. Under Armour is preparing to hold their Elite 24 basketball game this weekend in Brooklyn, and it looks like the players are going to be rocking the Spawn Anatomix. Players in the game will get to sport 2 new colorways of the unreleased shoe, and they will have matching uniforms, as you can see here. If you want to catch the game, it'll be on ESPNU at 7 p.m. this Saturday, and if you want to grab the Under Armour Spawn Anatomix, well, you're going to have to wait till September 1st when they launch for $120. And finally, sneaker design is an art, and I am the first to tell you that I can't draw our design one bit. Over at Complex, Brett takes his design skills up against the Air Jordan line and recreates 11 of the models in materials and styles from today. Some of them are very, very dope. I like a few of these, but I think you should definitely go and check them out yourself, and make sure you let him know on the comments over at Complex what you think of his design.
It's a heat check, mother lover.
For this week's heat check, I'm actually rocking the Pony M100. Now, these were actually made overseas. These are a collaboration with the store overseas, which I can't think of the name of. I apologize to them right now. But I actually rocked these earlier in the week. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I wore these earlier in the week. But definitely like these. I really like the denim, really like the leather. Very well done. Well-constructed shoe, and it has like that old school feel. So again, my heat check for this week is the Pony M100. Bang, bang. Last week, for the question of the video, I wanted to know what was the best shoe you had ever copped for under $100. There are a lot of great responses, so here are a few of those. We have SH Worth 77 says the best shoe under $100, probably the New Balance 574, which are extra comfortable. Then we have Sang Wim. My choice is the Vans Original Classic Authentic, but you can't go wrong with an Air Force One or a Chuck Taylor All-Stars. All of those are really good choices. And next we have Power Ranger 199101. KD4 hands down. I got them last summer and they are still one of my favorite hoop shoes to date. Now over at Soul Collector, we have Mace to the Dollar Sign, who says the Asics Gel Light 3s for $85 and that you can't beat it. And finally, we have MJ44, who goes with the classics like the Nike Cortez and the Adidas Superstar. For this week's question of the video, since all that Jordan Brand business news came out, I wanted to ask you guys, what is your favorite non-retro Jordan, or what non-retro Jordan would you buy? Let me know down in the comments, and of course, I'll read back a few of your responses next week. Well, that is going to do it for the show today, but before I go, I just wanted to give you guys a quick hint that the Get Lucky video will actually be airing, or will be popping up on YouTube next Thursday, so look for that to pop up on YouTube. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. That way you know whenever something new is happening here on this channel. And also, visit the links in the description. It'll give you the full stories of everything that I talked about today. Well, I am your host, Jacques Slade. This is the Week in Sneaks. Click in here somewhere for something random, and I'll see you soon. Peace.